What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Token, and welcome to a brand new Showdown Live. As today I have a brand new team that I did want to feature for you guys in today's Showdown Live, so I do hope you guys enjoy the team. I did kind of throw it together short notice, so I hope the team still performs decently well. However, though, I appreciate you guys for tuning in into today's Showdown Live. If you do end up enjoying, definitely make sure to smash that like button as well. Subscribe if you are new so you don't miss out on any of our future competitive content, as well as you want to be a part of the Token tribe. We have a very fun community here. Either way though, guys, let's just hop into explaining this team really quickly. I'm not going to go too in depth, actually. I'm not even going to go over the sets too much, even though you guys will see them on the front of your screen. Anyways, the team's pretty much going to be a Rain Room team that consists of Aegislash, Mega Kangaskhan, Politoed, Ludicolo, Corselia, and Landorus. Pretty much what I was thinking when I made this team was that I wanted to use Kangaskhan and a Steel type that had Substitute. If you guys remember, and if you played VGC during 2015, one of the most notorious archetypes that started to come into popularity at the latter end of the 2015 metagame was Chalk, and a huge thing that Chalk had going for it was Fake Out Kangaskhan and Substitute Heatran. It was really hard for teams to actually be able to stop that combination and still have a good matchup against both of those two. So I was thinking that I wanted to use my own Fake Out plus Substitute Steel type combination, and initially this actually was a Heatran, but then when I added on the Rain aspect of this team, Heatran started to make a little less sense. So that's why we do have Aegislash here. Aegislash has leftovers and then a standard Aegislash move pool. Then we have Mega Kangaskhan. Mega Kangaskhan is for the Fake Out, obviously, hardest hidden Fake Out, and then Double Edge, Low Kick, Sucker Punch, and then Fake Out. And this is going to be an Adamant Kangaskhan to underspeed other Kangaskhan's with Trick Room up. Next we have Politoed with the Wiki Berry, and going to have a pretty interesting EV spread. Obviously Drizzle as the ability, and then Scald, Ice Beam, Perish Song, and Protect as its move pool. Then we have Ludicolo with an Assault Vest. Ludicolo is going to have a move pool of Scald, Giga Drain, Ice Beam, and Fake Out. Obviously Swift Swim to be our Rain Abuser, and then another interesting move. EV spread. One main thing I will say about the EV spread is that it does live any Gigavolt Havoc, and it also is 3-hit KO'd by Tapu Koko's Thunderbolt. Then we have Corselia. Corselia is a very vital member of this team, mainly because of one, because of Trick Room, two, because of Aegislash. Aegislash can actually be a huge nuisance for this team. Not Aegislash, Amoonguss, my apologies. Amoonguss can be a nuisance for this team to deal with. As you can see, there's no fire type, there's no flying type. So how does this team deal with Amoonguss? Well, thankfully, because of Z Crystals, we actually can run Psychium Z on Corselia, and as long as Amoonguss doesn't have that psychic resistant or damage reducing berry, then Corselia can actually do heaps of damage to Amoonguss, so that's really nice. And then last but definitely not least, we have a Scarf. Landorus, as I definitely wanted Intimidate added onto this team so we can bulk out a decent bit more of our hits, and then a move pool of Earthquake, Rock Slide, U-Turn, and Superpower. Scarf, Rock Slide is just always nice, as well as Scarf EQ, and then U-Turn so I can switch out, especially on teams that have Gothitail. So that's the team. Hopefully we can win some games with it. Currently I have one more game that I've lost, but it hasn't been by much. And one thing I did want to say is just one second here, let's just get all ready for a game. But yeah, one thing I just want to say is I know you guys don't typically see me in my glasses. However, though, my eyes were burning for a majority of today, so I thought it was a good day to take a break from context and to just relax. We're going to get an opponent though, and I might just sneeze. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze so bad. Hopefully I don't. Oh, it feels awful. Alright, we're going to get our first opponent. Our opponent's going to have a team of what I assume to be Mega Metagross, Tapu Fini, Landorus, Therian, Alolan Persian, Tyranitar, and last but definitely not least, Naganadel. So looking at that team, I like Aegislash in this game a lot. I just have to be, actually I don't know how much I like Aegislash. It's good against 3 out of 3 Pokemon Aegislash wants to go up against, 3 Pokemon Aegislash doesn't want to go up against. I still think I bring it, especially if I can get a substitute up. Yeah, so I'm going to go Kangaskhan, Aegislash. We're going to be pretty standard right away. Yeah, Kangaskhan, Aegislash, Landorus, Ludicolo. As we see the double, my opponent's going to go with the double darken it up. Interesting lead from my opponent. I'm just going to go for the low kick on Tyranitar. If my opponent doesn't fake out Kangaskhan, that'd be beautiful. As we do see the fake out on Kangaskhan. And actually probably a dark type move into, nope, we see a dragon dance into the Aegislash slot. So interesting. I went for the substitute, which was actually probably a bad play. That was actually probably a bad play. Here I'm going to switch in Landorus so I can calm down that Tyranitar's boost. And then we'll go for a... Do I want to go for King Shield? No, I'm going to go for the Flash Cannon on Tyranitar this turn. But you do just see a parting shot as expected. I was expecting that, or a foul play. Parting shot made a little bit more sense. My opponent's also going to switch into their Landorus, which is not an issue, and we're just going to get Rock Slide. That's not going to break our slub, so hopefully we don't flinch, and it looks like we don't. So we're going to get a huge Flash Cannon off on my opponent's Tyranitar, but oh no, that Tyranitar just so happens to be... oh wow, that really sucks. Yeah, my opponent's Tyranitar is going to be Weakness Policy, so that really sucks. I'm going to try to go for a Superpower into the Tyranitar slot. It's only +1, and since I have a Choice Scarf, I should still be faster. I should still be faster, so I'm going to pray for that. And I am still faster, and I will knock out the Tyranitar, so that's perfect. And I'm going to stay in and go for a Shadow Ball, as my opponent just Rock Slides again, and that's actually going to break our sub, but we'll get a nice Shadow Ball off on my opponent's Landorus here, so that's not bad at all. So not bad at all. Persian's going to come back in. What do we want to do here? I guess I'm going to switch into Kangaskhan. I'll switch into Kangaskhan and King Shield here. I feel like that Rock Slide did so much damage though. Yeah, why did that Rock Slide do 43% to my Landorus? Is my opponent running like Banded Landorus? We'll see. We'll see if they go for another Rock Slide. So you get the fake out. No, that didn't do that much damage. Interesting. So here I am just going to fake out my opponent's Landorus, and do I switch into my own? No, I think I just substitute again, as foul play is not going to do half, even though it is super effective on Aegislash. So yeah, I'm just going to fake out my opponent's Landorus and go for a actually, if my opponent's just going, no, I'll stay with the fake out, because that puts it in range to a Sucker Punch, so I'm going to stick with that. As we see the taunt, okay, I didn't expect the taunt. It's a good play for my opponent, I guess. Here though, I can just Sucker Punch the my opponent's Landorus if it decides to stay in. That'll be a knocked out Landorus, and then I can go for a Flash Cannon on my opponent's Persian. Taunt is an interesting tech on Persian, but my opponent really needs damage. So we'll see, are you going to stay in with Landorus or not? If my opponent switches out and foul plays Kangaskhan, that'd be a good play. As we do see the switch out, so good switch from my opponent. Sucker Punch will fail. And we see the foul play on Aegislash, though I don't agree with that. Yeah, so we're going to get heaps of damage off on Persian. Its special defense is atrociously low. So here I can just switch in Ludicolo. Nope. So here I can... I want a double-edge Persian. I'm really not that afraid of... No, Persian's not a huge deal. Finny's a way bigger deal. So I'm just going to double edge into Finny and switch in Ludicolo. So We see the parting shot on Kangaskhan as expected. Didn't expect Kangaskhan to be faster than that Persian though. And here Finny is trying to go for the boost. So we're gonna fake out Finny and go for a double edge. I can easily see my opponent. My opponent protected Finny. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see a protect on Finny coming. Alright, so that was a really good turn from my opponent. He got heaps of damage off on Ludicolo and protected his Finny. So really good play from my opponent there. Here I'll switch in Aegislash, and is that even a good play at this point? No, I don't like that play. I'm going to double into Finny again as we get faked out. Double edge doesn't knock out because of the berry. That's really unfortunate. So we'll probably lose both here. No, Ludicolo is going to stay around. Ludicolo will be sticking around. So here I have to go in Aegislash. What do I want to do here though? And is Ludicolo faster than Tapu Fini? Some key questions we have to ask ourselves. Here I think I definitely Shadow Ball. I think I Shadow Ball and Giga Drain. Finny's going to protect. Alright. Oh, that's such a bad turn. My opponent realizes that I'm not prioritizing Persian as a threat at all, and they're making some good plays because of it. Because now I have to stay in shield form. I can't switch in Landorus on a what's more than likely a Muddy Water. I can't switch in Landorus on that. And now Foul Play is going to do a lot of damage. So I think I might have lost the game on that play. Yeah, Foul Play just takes us out. And I think Finny's faster. Still doesn't do much damage. What do I do here? I think I have to Rock Slide. Because I need Finny knocked out. But I can't just take a Foul Play. Yeah, Rock Slide's my best play. Sadly it is. Yeah, Rock Slide's my best play. Trying to make sure that's my absolute best play. Yeah, Rock Slide's my best play. Oh, and Finny lives. Finny is going to live that. You've got to be kidding me. Can I get the flinch on Finny then? That sucks so bad that it lived. Nope, no flinch. Alright, that's going to be GG's to my opponent. Alright, yeah, that game was hard to swallow. I just started to really not prioritize Finny as a threat. And my opponent took full advantage of that. Yeah, it's game. Kudos to my opponent though. They definitely saw the way I was playing and they adjusted their play style. They realized that I wasn't prioritizing Alolan Persian as a threat at all. So they're like, alright, so I will start trying to use Alolan Persian the way I know how. And the taunt on Aegislash, I was definitely underrating how good that was because it forces, once I go for an attack, if I'm taunted, then it forces me to not be able to switch back into shield form. So taunting Aegislash is actually really nice. Anyways, though, we're going to get our last opponent. Oh, is this Jamie Boy or is this an imposer? I don't know why I can't talk right now. Is this an imposter or is this actually Jamie Boy? I'm not sure. It definitely looks like it looks easily like a team Jamie Boy could be running. However, though, it's going to be a team of Landorus, Snorlax, Vivillon, Bronzong, what I'm assuming to be Mega Manectric, and Incineroar. So looking at this team, I think I definitely lead Kangaskhan. I don't know how fast Vivillon is though, and I don't even have a damage calculator up. We're just kind of winging it here. Yeah, I think I lead Landorus, Kangaskhan. Definitely bring Ludicolo. I think yeah, and then I just bring Ludicolo, Politoed in the back. Because I can at least just Parashong if Snorlax becomes too much of a threat. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As we are going to see the Vivillon right from the start, so that's interesting. What is that thing speed stat? 155. So does my opponent just go on the offensive with the Vivillon or not? I'm not really afraid of Bronzong as a threat, so I'm just going to... Vivillon likely protects, but I'm just going to go... Alright, so Snorlax is actually going to switch. Alright, we see a double switch from my opponent. Interesting. I'll take the free damage off on these two. It won't be much, but I'll take it. Yeah, it's not much damage at all, but I'll take it. I'm gonna low kick into Snorlax and switch in Politoed. As we see the Bronzong coming now. My opponent just goes for the U-turn off of Kangaskhan. We see Snorlax come back in. Yeah, I could easily see this being Jamie Boy, making some interesting plays here. Are you trying to give heat proof? What are you trying to give to this Snorlax? Alright, so we're gonna low kick and Scald into Snorlax. Burn, burn, burn. Oh, we don't get the burn. Alright, but Snorlax is unable to belly drum at that point because of the health it's at, so that's great. It's actually really good. So what do I want to do here now? I think I just low kick. Yeah, I'm just gonna low kick and Scald. Yeah, because of recycle. Hopefully we don't get flinched. That's already a crit, and we do get flinched, so that's very unfortunate. Low kick is doing enough damage though. That's the type of damage we need low kick to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for damage into this Snorlax, as it's going for another recycle. But we're gonna go for the Scald. If we can burn, that'd be beautiful. We get a crit. We don't burn again though. We will knock out Snorlax though, so that's great. And Jamie Boy is going to forfeit, so I'm not sure if that was Jamie or not, but interesting team that was being ran. Yeah, definitely not sure if that was actually Jamie. I actually kind of doubt it. How much time? Alright, we'll get one more game. One more game. Alright, and our last opponent's going to have a huge meme team of Mimikyu, Shuckle, Scrafty, what appears to be Mega Camerupt, Serena, and Gastrodon. So looking at this team, I think I'm going to lead Kangaskhan just so I can fake out Mimikyu and just not Mega. Then do I want to go Aegislash or what do I want to go? I really want something that's faster and can knock out Mimikyu, but I don't think I have anything. Yeah, I don't. I literally just don't. Politoed looks good, and does Cresselia look good? Kinda does. So I can at least reverse Trick Room. Actually, Politoed doesn't look that good. Let's go Ludicolo. No, Politoed actually is a must bring because of Camerupt. So do I still bring Ludicolo though? I don't want Ludicolo to be so fast. Ludicolo or Cresselia. Ludicolo or Cresselia in this game. Who can actually help us more? I'm gonna go Ludicolo. So I'm gonna not Mega, go for the fake out on Mimikyu, break its disguise and flinch it, and then I'm going to just substitute with Aegislash, and we'll see exactly what my opponent decides to do. As you see, just to protect from Shuckle, so that's fine. As we are going to break Mimikyu's disguise and go for a substitute. So here, I can easily just go for a Shadow Ball into Mimikyu, Mega Evolve, and go for a... Do I just want a double edge? No, we'll go for the low kick into a Shuckle. Alright, that is pitiful damage. Can this knock out Mimikyu though? Oh, Mimikyu is Sash. And this is going to be that Z power trick. Yep, I knew it. I knew it, and that's going to be the Trick Room. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Here, I'm just going to Sucker Punch and go for a Flash Cannon on Shuckle. It's an interesting option, the Z Power Trick and Trick Room for Shuckle, but I don't think Shuckle has the stats to warrant trying to use it this way. It really does get its attack stat to really high, but then you really have to be on top of your toes with supporting it from there. Yep, and we actually just knock it out with a Sucker Punch, so that's actually really funny. That's going to be game. Because when you reverse its attack and defenses, you make its attack pitiful. Its attack becomes absolutely pitiful. So I'm just going to King Shield and switch in Ludicolo. I'll throw the timer on just to finish this game up. Oh, I realized. Sorry, Litten wasn't in the camera view. Yeah, I'm sorry about that glare, guys. I just can't do anything about it. As we see a fake out into the Kangaskhan slot. And we see an Earth Power into the Amoonguss slot. So I'm going to fake out Scrafty and go for a Flash Cannon. Earth Power is fine by me. Scrafty's the threat, not Gashrodon here. As Trick Room finally ran out, looks like it's still up. So I'm just gonna go for another Flash Cannon. I don't think we live an Earth Power in Blade form. I don't think so. As we do, just see the Ice Beam into Ludicolo and the knockoff, but we will live that, and then we'll go for the Giga Drain and knock out Gashrodon. And my opponent likely forfeits. Yep, and there's the forfeit. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of our VGC Showdown Lives. I hope you guys enjoyed this team, as I definitely don't think it's the worst team by any measure. And hopefully that was Jamie Boyd. That would be a really cool game to have got against him, as he's like one of the meme masters that I do know of. However, though, either way, definitely some decent games to showcase the team off. And definitely wish I wouldn't have just kind of choked away that game against the Persian, as I just kind of went in full Alolan Persian sucks mode when it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. However, though, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Your support means the world to me, and I'll see you guys in our next VGC Showdown Live. For now, though, peace.